Hey HCG lovelies, it's HCGVeganChic here with my round 2 P2 VLCD 8 update. So I didn't manage to get to yoga last night and I'm up 0.6 today. Also Tom hit yesterday, yes, as anticipated. So actually I anticipated being up anyway. So I'm basically just bouncing around 137 right now. 137, 136, which of course I hate. I hate it, hate it, hate it. And a dear friend of mine contacted me this morning when she was watching some of my videos. Hello. And she saw that I was drinking water during the night, so she mentioned maybe cutting that out. And then, of course, yoga, of course, she wants me to cut out as well because intense workouts during, during H2 or during P2 isn't exactly advisable. I don't feel that it's intense workout. It's more stretching for me. Granted, yes, the body is going through, cooling itself and being in a sauna and getting rid of all of the extra fluids in your body, which of course is the reason why my body, sorry, my eyes are killing me this morning. My body is jumping up and down when the water weights. But it's more stretching and mental for me. And as I said before, I am planning to continue to do Bikram yoga the entirety of this round. And that's based on the fact that if my body is capable of doing it, if I feel like I'm overtaxing it, overtiring it, not sure what to do, then of course I will cut it. But the intent is to have a way to relax and to be stress-free during this round. And unfortunately, when Tom gets to you, which is how I'm feeling right now, there isn't a lot of stress-free moments there. And I know that I'm usually the champion, and I'm usually the one who's cheering everyone on, and I will continue to do that. But it is hard when you're doing it yourself, when you're going through it. You actually feel sort of like a hypocrite, or you feel like I don't know. It's just you're still devastated that you're not getting the results that you want to have. So again, little things that I'm not going to be doing. I'm just going to eliminate the mini meal. That's really just the extra little protein, and I usually add my fruit into that particular meal. I will continue to do the recovery because the maca powder is really good for helping the adrenal glands to recover, as well as just keeping me from being too stressed out. Which isn't a big deal because I can add that to what I kind of made was like a hot chocolate. It's really just water and some cacao, raw cacao powder, and a little stevia and the maca. Sometimes a tablespoon of coconut oil. Actually, the other day I actually added it to my coffee, so we can always do it that way too. So otherwise, yeah, what to do when in P2 when good old Tom gets to you? Well, first thing not to do is to panic, which is of course what we all do, and I did too. Knowing that water weight is water weight. Actually, if you go back and read the protocol again, Dr. Simeons didn't worry about water weight as long as it could be justified. That's the word I'm looking for. As long as it could be, we could say, hey, yeah, she's on her, Tom is here, so it's definitely water weight retention that she's doing right now. Or you ate a little extra salt yesterday, so you're water retaining. The body's still burning fat, and that's what's really important, is the body continues to burn fat, even though you are retaining water, your weight's not changing, you're going up, you're going down, you're staying the same. As long as the body fat percentages are changing, that's what's really important, and that's, for me, the reason why I do body fat monitoring every day as well. And technically my body fat percentage is like 0.1% down today as well. So it is staying in that same range, and it is going down. It's not elevating, even though the water weight has definitely come back. So I'm, almost half a pound heavier than I was yesterday, but yet my percentage of body fat was 0.1 less or about the same as yesterday. So I'm not gaining fat, and that's what's really important. And I have to keep that in mind Not having the scale that I had last time and using a different one and having to use the handheld monitor makes it a little bit more difficult for me to actually see those numbers really quickly. And I know that having it for me made a lot of sense. I'm reading a book right now. It's called The Definitive HCG Guidebook by Daniel Millen. And it's really an HCG definitive guidebook, not an HCG definitive guidebook. He is very negative when it comes to actual prescription, and goes on and on about it. Well, of course, because he actually sells a homeopathic therapy or therapeutic style HCG. One thing that he did point out to me that I was not aware of is that all of these homeopathic HCG droppers that you guys get, because I have been taking injections. Yes, I did drops in the beginning, but I do injections now. They are actually not regulated by homeopathic society. They actually are illegally calling themselves homeopathics because they are not regulated by them and have not been approved by them. And that is because, of course, there is the hand-in-hand conjunction, well, sort of hand-in-hand, but they are sort of regulated a little bit by the FDA, and therefore there are certain things that they can't do and won't do either. Still goes back all to the conspiracy theories and all of the ideas that, hey, if we actually cured everyone from being fat, then hell, we wouldn't need to have a Food and Drug Administration, and we wouldn't be making money on drugs, and we wouldn't be making money on fat people. So, hey, it is what it is. I totally am, fully invested into it. I almost feel like I need to dig deeper and oh, here's the rest of the information for you, but I don't have it. But that's aside from the topic. Usually on HCG, you are supposed to be eliminating your injections during the round while you're on TOM. I know a lot of people don't do that, and I haven't done it yet. And I normally have not had any side effects. I've usually just kind of been usually stalled out using that during that time. I'll fluctuate, a couple ounces here and there, but never, a pound or half a pound like I have been in the past couple days. But I know that part of that has to do with doing yoga. And again, my dear friends, you should give that up because it's too strenuous and your body doesn't know what to do with the 500 calories, the low calories, and then also, the exercise that you're doing, and you're conditioning your body to such and such. And I totally get it, and I totally understand. And I obviously didn't work out the last round and was very successful, but it's not, again, for me, not exercise. It's more about relaxation and mental clarity and staying focused. And it might be making me a little hungry at night. I don't know, but I'm just going to push through. And if I need to, I will add in a little extra protein, as I said before. And I have done in the past. I just am not planning on doing it prior to class. I will only do it post-class if needed. As I am, I'm 16, 17 pounds away from my goal, and yes, I have a long way to go. And then, of course, next week I'm getting even more courageous, and I'm going I'm not going to call it a raw week. I decided last night, I'm not calling it raw. I'm calling it a non-processed vegan method for HCG. Because right now, of course, everything I'm eating, hi, Dave. Yep, go inside then. It's okay. Of course, everything I'm eating right now in terms of protein, with maybe the exception of the protein shakes themselves, is a processed form of protein. Yes, I enjoy my soy, and yes, again, my dear friend has a thyroid issue, so soy is not something that she's able to work with. So I want to find another process to be able to work with, and I know that I don't necessarily need to eat soy, and I don't particularly like soy all the time. So I really want to do this non-processed week or two and see how it goes with HCG. But as you can hear in the background, my little 3-year-old now, he just turned 3 on Monday, is not going to let me finish my update as usual. Mom. Xavier, say hello and stop talking, please. So I'll talk to you guys later. Again, it's HCGVeganChic on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and of course you can catch me at HCGVeganChic.com. Bye.